The origin of the city mission is, ironically, owed to a remarkable man who once seemed more destined to be one of its residents than its inspirational founder. Mel Trotter was the son of a drunkard who owned a saloon in Freeport, Illinois. Though his mother was a devout woman, he followed his father's example and became an alcoholic before he was 20. Trotter would marry, and he and his wife had a son, but his appetite for drink continued. He would often go on drunken binges, disappearing for days at a time. Once, as he would later put it, he drank up the family horse and buggy, leaving his wife without any means of transportation. He returned home from a 10-day drinking spree to find his only child dead in his wife's arms. Bitter and broken, he left home and went to Chicago. During the brutal winter, he was reduced to selling his own shoes to finance his drinking. But God had other plans for Mel Trotter. In January of 1897, on his way to Lake Michigan, intending to drown himself, Trotter passed by the Pacific Garden Rescue Mission. It was a shelter for the city's down and out where they could eat, sleep, and hear the gospel. Trotter listened to the sermon, preached by Mission Superintendent Harry Monroe, a converted alcoholic. At the invitation, Trotter went forward and committed his life to Christ. Now sober and rededicated to the power of redemption through faith, Trotter became a tireless advocate on behalf of the destitute. With Harry Monroe, he traveled to nearby cities preaching and seeking support to establish similar missions. In October 1910, one of Trotter's trips took him to Cleveland. He was invited to help start a mission by city and church leaders who learned of his success in establishing rescue missions throughout the Midwest. Within days of Trotter's visit, a Superior Avenue saloon was converted into Cleveland City Mission. Under the faithful leadership of its first superintendent, Mr. George Sorhide, the mission grew quickly. It moved to St. Clair Avenue in 1913 and then to a larger building on St. Clair Avenue in 1926. In addition to aiding the city's homeless and hungry, the mission also offered a wide variety of Bible classes and Sunday school for all ages, a prison ministry, and various clubs and activities for local residents. Continued growth forced the city mission's move to its third home on West St. Clair in 1964, and a year later, the ministry acquired a 267-acre camp, which became Grand Valley Christian Camp. In an effort to address the changing needs of the homeless population, Angeline Christian Home for Women and Children opened in 1981. 1992 marked the year of the biggest move of its history to the current location on the corner of East 55th and Carnegie. In 2003, the mission opened Laura's Home, its long-term recovery center for women and children. Today, the city mission is comprised of 7 ministries dedicated to serving the forgotten, the overlooked in society, and those who have lost hope.